You may know him as the bubbly, ever-smiling comedian from Taiwan's primetime variety shows, but today Chen Hsuan-yu, better known by his stage name Nono, stands convicted of attempted rape. With over 20 women stepping forward, a guilty verdict on just one count, and a 2.5-year prison sentence, many are now asking, is justice truly being served? Welcome back to 2230, where we unravel headlines with depth, facts, and critical questions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because what you'll hear today could reshape the way we think about celebrity power, justice, and accountability in Asia. And by the end of this video, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, especially on whether this ruling represents a step forward or a step back for survivors. Now let's get into it. On the 13th of May 2025, the Shilin District Court in Taipei delivered its ruling on one of the most high-profile #MeToo cases in Taiwan's recent history. Chen Hsuan-yu, or Nono, was found guilty of attempted rape stemming from an incident that occurred in February 2011, and sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in prison. To give you a better picture, this case didn't arise out of nowhere. In 2023, Taiwan experienced a tidal wave of #MeToo revelations, sparked in part by the Netflix series Wavemakers, which inspired many women in the public eye to come forward with their stories. Nono's name came up repeatedly. By mid-2023, he was facing accusations from over 20 women, with allegations ranging from forcible molestation to rape. Eventually, prosecutors narrowed the charges down to 7 counts involving 6 women. These included 3 counts of rape, 2 attempted rapes, and 2 forcible molestations. But in the end, Nono was only convicted of 1 count, attempted rape of a young woman who had stayed silent for more than a decade. Let's take a closer look at that case. In February 2011, following a variety show shoot, Nono obtained the victim's phone number. Later that evening, he offered her a ride home, assuring her that his manager would be tagging along. Given his seniority and fame, she agreed. But instead of taking her home, he diverted to a riverside car park in Taipei's Thatong district, citing a need to grab supper. There, things took a terrifying turn. Nono allegedly ordered her out of the car, embraced her forcibly, dragged her into the backseat, and began kissing and groping her. He tried to undress both of them, attempting to initiate intercourse. The victim resisted fiercely, kicking, pleading, and curling up on the floor, begging him to stop. Only then did he relent. She didn't report the assault at the time, not out of apathy but out of fear. Fear of backlash, of damage to her career, of public shaming. That fear kept her silent for 12 long years, until Taiwan's #MeToo movement gave her strength to speak out. In court, her testimony was consistent, emotionally raw, and backed by statements from those close to her. The judge found her credible. Meanwhile, Chen denied everything. He claimed not to even know the victim, refused to show remorse, and never offered an apology. This blatant lack of accountability weighed heavily on the court's final decision to convict him. But what about the other 6 charges? The court dismissed them, citing insufficient corroboration, inconsistencies in testimonies, and discrepancies with objective facts. This doesn't mean the incidents didn't happen, only that the burden of proof wasn't met in a criminal court. The verdict sparked widespread outrage, especially among survivors and activists. Taiwanese influencer Anissa, one of the first women to publicly accuse Nono, took to Facebook immediately after the verdict. She called the outcome outrageous, highlighting the emotional cost endured by each woman who came forward, only to see one conviction and a sentence of just 2.5 years. And that raises the bigger question: can justice be considered served when 20 women speak up, and only one charge leads to a conviction? This case is not just about Nono. It's about how society treats victims of sexual violence, especially when powerful figures are involved. It's about the difficulty of securing justice years after an assault, especially when physical evidence has long vanished. And it's about whether legal systems, not just in Taiwan but globally, are equipped to handle #MeToo cases fairly and sensitively. So let me ask you, do you think the Taiwanese justice system failed these women? Or is it a triumph that at least one conviction was achieved? Should laws be changed to better support victims who come forward years after their trauma? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I read them all. And if you found value in today's deep dive, Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to 2230 for more thoughtful, fact-driven stories that matter. Because sometimes, understanding what really happened takes more than reading a headline. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.